Buttons pressed. Awesome. It's Portobello session. I don't know. 31 season 3, the season 3 epilogue, I guess. Cuz last session felt more like a finale, but that's okay. Last time we evaded Salvador's manor. Doman got a bit of a head start following a dagger into the manor and managed to subdue her and lock her up in a desk pretty immediately, and was able to scout out the place ahead of time to kind of get the vibe. There was a lot of scary people here. The atmosphere was at its peak as the thunder and rain went down, and you all marched in a line towards the manor to take out this asshole who keeps threatening the lives of the people you hold dear. You went inside, you saw all his shady accoutrements, you charged into the main thing. Doman announced you all one by one as you entered, and you did the throwdown in the main manor. There was winning to be had. You beat him up soundly with the help of a well-timed... I can't even remember what the spell was called that you used, Echo, but you, like, knocked him unconscious and then just beat the shit out of him.
Like a psychic glance, I believe.
Yep.
Psychic glance, that's the one.
And then you made him dance forever today.
It was an effective spell, and there was a lot of people being stunned, a lot of people getting cleaved, a lot of people getting stuck behind giant walls of plants, of explosions from penguins. There was just a lot going on in that fight. But you succeeded in the end, and you were able to get a hold of the announcement as Echo declared to the people of Gallows Edge that there was a new boss in town, and his name was Tomas, the Exiled Prince. And Gigi did skywriting in the air to alert their allies that the deed was done, and that is where we ended the last session. You all get a moment to catch your breath, and you have successfully announced your presence. What do you do?
One of the merfolk mentioned a prison in the basement. I'd like to go and free the people
there. You go down to the basement with whoever you bring with. You find more tanks similar to what you found above, but these are like either like the mermen or just like the less idealized attractive ones being kept down here, along with the more normal cells, where in which you do find one Irali doing whatever Irali's doing, along with some other people.
Well, probably should have looked for some keys first, but I can start unlocking these cells.
Yep. Sure, give me a lock pick.
Sure.
Yeah, sleight of hand check. That's what I'm going for.
Oh, okay. I do have thieves' tools trained.
Yeah, with thieves' tools.
Same
Sorry, when I say sleight of hand, I mean thieves' tools, but like.
That's actually incorrect. That is a 23, I would say.
Okay.
Also, that's
with a 23, regardless of finding a key, you're like, I don't got time for that shit. So you open all the cells. Not too much of a problem. There are some people who run immediately. There are some who are too weak to move. So you can decide what you want to do with that. But
no need to run. Salvador is dead. You do you.
And then the whispers go across the cell. That person continues running,
Yeah, it's
but
fine.
the whispers across the cell start to permeate as the Salvador's dead. Is it true? Can it be true? Can he be killed?
Oh yeah, yeah, he can. Hey, Rally, are you in
Yep.
there? Yeah, okay. I'll get you out in a moment.
Get myself out. Are you done yet?
Do I go up to the cell and it's already unlocked?
Probably.
Here, let me roll Tinker Tools.
Sure.
Well, my Thieves Tools, because just
Yeah.
have those.
Yeah. Yeah, 13 will do it. You kind of like pick your way through it, but you were kind of like, I don't know what you were. You tell me, but
Yeah, I can also Flash of Genius that to make it 17.
yeah. No, you were able to unlock it. Like that's not at all the issue.
Yeah, oh, sorry. So, your plan sort of worked out then, Rally?
Close enough.
Okay, that's good. Murpho,
Probably
but
could have come to help you out, but it seems like you had it, and combat isn't really my thing, so...
that's fair. Yeah. Dom did a good job introducing us all, so that's pretty nice. Just need to ensure that the merfolk here know that they will be freed momentarily. It's just I understand that you might not trust me, so somebody will be down here soon to explain the situation. But you are all free. Yeah.
Give me a persuasion check to pass.
You ruler of the land, everybody.
13.
This is kind of about right.
Yeah.
They aren't like outright hostile to you, but they're kind of like, who is this person
That's
who's
the
just
most
kind
child.
of like
Who is the sassy child?
they don't seem to
like
they don't seem to correlate like you with the presence who has like come here and conquered Salvador, I guess.
Yeah.
So they're all just kind of like, who is this weird person? They're just in
Yeah,
here.
I'm like, oh, this is just like some weird administrator for the new pirate lord. Who is this guy?
Yeah.
He has
More
no
or less.
confidence whatsoever. Yeah, we'll get you out in a bit. I'm gonna go and check on some stuff. Be right back.
Oh, hey, Captain, before you go,
Yeah.
can you undo what you just did with one of these? As after dropping off Echo's sister by her, Doman has, well, Echo has been hopefully distracted from her very justified, but maybe morally debatable blood rampage. I've been taking the ones who are still alive from Salvador's crew, and I just have them like piled up, unconscious on each other in one of the prison cells.
Oh yeah. I can give you the lock back into position. Wow, we took quite a few captives, huh? I didn't really see what
Yeah,
was
I
going on over
know.
there.
Well, a lot of you were distracted hitting Salvador, he took a lot of hitting,
Yeah.
so it was mostly me doing a lot of cleanup.
Fair.
And you know how I am about things.
Yeah, I appreciate you sticking to your morals.
Well, this way maybe they can choose to be better,
Hopefully.
or we can turn them in.
Yeah. I will be giving the followers of Salvador the option to make amends in time.
I don't think we can get. And he kind of shifts his voice down, so like this is only something that you will be hearing. And O'Reilly if they're nearby, but I don't like the ones. I don't think our bounty hunter disguises are going to be able to turn in Salvador's head. Do we want to still try to like turn him in just to be cheeky? Like, here, we're turning him in. This is our down payment for this land. We own it now. Thank you.
That's very funny. I don't think that'll work because we've just told everyone that our party killed him. So his bounty will unfortunately not be taken from the Imperials who put the bounties up. But his hoard, his island, that is the bounty we have taken from him.
Does that mean I'll finally get a bounty?
Who? Say again?
Does that mean I'll finally get a bounty?
And I don't think we'd get a bounty for killing Salvador.
No. Damn it.
Like that's the point of there being a bounty
getting
on
a
him.
bounty.
But I guess you are associated with me and the crew, so maybe.
Yeah, you're gonna get a good one for being a pirate lord, so
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll have a knock-on effect. I mean, I'm sure I can stay out of it.
Yeah, well, you can always just say that I pressured you into this. If you really want to keep laying low.
Yeah, I'm sure we can figure something out.
Yeah. Well, I guess if we're not doing that, I mean, we have this. Well, we'll send it to the mermaids. Maybe they can do some kind of jury. No, not jury. A trial on the body for his awful crimes against them.
Post-mortem.
They were the most
trial.
aggrieved party against them.
It's not a bad play, and it's a show of faith in how we want to keep them, safe and allied to us.
Yeah,
That's only fair.
I don't know. That's always something we could do in the future. Echo right now has figure out stuff with her sister.
Yeah.
We accomplished that, which was good.
We should also probably get in contact with the fleet out in the bay. I'm gonna head up to.
That's the magic people's department.
Yeah, I'm gonna head up to the people up top and be like, okay, so we need to do a bit of administration, unfortunately. We need to get in contact with the Devil Smile and the rest of our allies as well. There's plenty of captives that need to be freed below, and we need to kind of gain control of the rest of the island. So, we have the speaker system next to the throne, yeah?
We do.
Right. Should probably let the people of this island know that if they show no resistance, no harm shall come to them. That from this moment on, the ownership of any person is outlawed. Anybody who relinquishes control over another this is where I'm a little. I want them to give up any and all ownership over others, but I don't want to fully forgive their crimes.
How about anyone who relinquishes control
And pledges themselves.
can have an audience to be part of the new crew of the prince. Something like that.
Yes, but I also need them to know that any kind of relapse into that horrible behavior will be
Well, that's part of the audience.
They will be ended like we ended Salvador.
You want a piece of him in the room as a reminder then.
Yeah.
Somebody to make that constantly on their mind.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not saying we should do this, but we could definitely get people who are not going to agree with us and have executions. It depends on the kind of pirate lord you want to be.
Executions might be it's a bit close to what the Imperials do to pirates. I want us to be better than them.
That's understandable.
Grievous breaking of this pact will result in death, of course. But I think there's been enough bloodshed related to this island, so I think it would be a good idea for
Yes.
sentences of time in jail and the like.
And there's differences between death and death. There's a certain pageantry to an execution that we do not have to respect.
That's true. Okay. Right. Let's get this put right. Echo, could you communicate to the people of this island that from this moment on, slavery is illegal. Punishment for continuing this barbaric practice is death or imprisonment. Any who free their captives will be allowed an audience and a possible future under the exiled prince's flag. Disorder and violence in the streets will be considered a breach of the pact. And if no, for all armed individuals to stand down for the foreseeable future and allow the fleet belonging to the exiled prince's allies to dock in peace. That seem reasonable?
It does.
Okay. Gigi.
Yes.
could you go and see to the captives downstairs to see for injuries and malnutrition and the like?
Yeah. Echo, are either of the two that were in the tubes injured?
I have no idea.
Okay, do you want to have a heart-to-heart with your sister?
I do that first.
That'd
It's a
be
good idea.
nice.
Go do that.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Sorry, my brain is running fast. You go do that, and we'll do the talkie later. Okay, thank you. Bye.
I love you. That's what I needed to do that. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
So apparently Dolman delivered her to me.
Yes. Well, her tank was cracked open by Salvador. There was like glass and stuff, so I guess Doman helped her out.
Mhm. How does she look?
Give me an insight check.
Okay.
No worries. Physically, she looks fine.
Right.
Well cared for.
I told you. Coming to get you.
Sorry, Sam. Just for clarity, Atlanta is your older sister, correct?
I believe so. I'm the baby. I will double
I thought
check
you were the
for
baby, but I wasn't 100% on that. Like,
I
I know
will-
Loretta's the oldest, but I just
Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Come on. Get up, Bart. You can do it, Word. Ba, ba, da. This is before the age retcon. Yeah, Atlanta is my senior because I'm the baby.
that's fine.
Yep.
Your hair got longer.
Believe it or not, I just had a cut.
That's true. You did have a dramatic haircut not too long ago. It's still not like insanely short though, right?
No, it's Xeno's length because that's
Yeah.
why I was disguised.
That's fine. You've grown up.
In ways that I didn't think possible. Take a moment.
She does. In your experience, Echo, Atlanta's a very talkative person.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much right now.
Yeah. Believe me when I say I have a very good idea of what you've just been through.
She winces at that.
That's
Actually,
It's
you know
gonna
what?
be
No,
okay
you
now.
rolled an 8.
Sorry?
I was like, be like insight, but I'm like, no, you rolled an 8. That is your
Yeah.
that is your insight for this conversation.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of oblivious. Sadly.
Okay.
I'm exhausted, to be fair.
No, that's okay. She just seems really tired to you and low communicative.
I'm gonna be okay.
Does Mom know you're a pirate now?
Yeah.
She didn't kill you?
No.
How?
Well, I had tried to help Noletta during. Sam is forgetting the name right now.
Trial of the Watcher.
And the trial of the Watcher. Also important, I think she was just happy to have me back. As weird as that sounds at this point.
So you're doing well then?
I've recovered.
That's good.
Go rest for a moment.
Yeah. She seems almost glad to be able to get away from this conversation.
Mm-hmm. Instead, she will take out her violin and just play a song. Just nothing magical or anything, just something soothing.
And you just start playing out as people are in administrative mode to try to prevent chaos from spreading across the island as quickly as they can. I guess you guys make some proclamations over the speaker about
Yeah, I would have relayed Tomas's proclamations over.
Okay. So to get the gist of it, it's basically just you got slaves, you let them go right now, and then you come to us and we will maybe pardon you with something. And if you don't, we're going to kill you. So
Basically, yeah. As much a threat as it is proclamation.
okay.
Do this or die.
Do it or die like Salvador. Yeah. Dancing.
Matt said imprison or die.
It's true.
Yeah.
I did specify. Depends on how.
They have
that
So
two.
you have two bad options.
is.
Okay. You guys imprison the three from the throne room that Doman knocked unconscious. I don't know if Doman intends to go imprison Dagger, but anytime you go to check out the thing, it has been picked open and it's empty. So
Oh, it's definitely one of those things. Like it'll be like the night of Doman's getting ready to go to sleep, and they'll
Yeah.
jerk away like, "Oh, I forgot something." So hours and like I'm sure she got away very quickly.
yeah.
But it could have taken her hours and hours. He would never know.
Good night.
It's oh right, I did this thing. Oh, she's gone. That's probably fine.
So Vanna, Dagger, and Apollo have all fled. The three that you had confined are in prison, and the other ones, you can do what you want with their bodies, but you have them to do with as you see fit.
Like except for Apollo, who I never had dead to rights and just told to leave, I spared 5 of them.
Yeah.
It's wild.
We were too busy to really focus on that.
No, Salvador had so much HP, so I was like, okay, I mean, they're busy doing that.
Look, I have discovered the best way to set up a fight is to have a lot of like medium guys for Doman to like be preoccupied with while you guys all take on the boss.
That's funny.
It's true though, otherwise they're like like all the stuns would be on Salvador after you got rid of the legendaries. So okay, that said, you do that. So at this point, it's like 8 or 9 o'clock at night. Like you guys kind of storm this place at like the just after sunset. It's like approaching 9:30. You guys want to contact people?
I mean, what ability do we have to contact people right now? Because we're all very spent on our resources, right?
Unfortunately, I've leveled the character up, so I don't have an idea of what I had left. I'm pretty sure I didn't have anything left though.
Yeah.
You could use like a spell every round, basically. So
Yeah.
that wouldn't surprise me.
I have ascending in my Ironstone, so
True.
I will use that to tell the Devil's Smile that Salvador is dead. The port should be open to you. If anybody tries to stop you, they're already traitors. And I think Tomas is going to spend however many hours until he needs to sleep out front of the manor, readying to meet and treat with whoever turns up.
Okay.
Ugh. Ugh. I did not know she was a Discord mod. That's winces.
I guess into the wee hours of the night, those of you who don't pass out, there are the people who were in the homes so the people who live there do one of two things. They either the ones that had no slaves and they just like worked here more or less, like they're probably shady characters, but they didn't like they aren't well off enough to like own people, you know? They come to be like, I pledge allegiance to the flag,
Yeah.
to whatever. These are mostly like shopkeepers and like
People who
pub owners
live in
and
the
the
island.
like.
Yeah.
Some of them are people who have been trapped here because their boats were chained down by Salvador's people until they have finished like paying off their like, because they get tithed when they come here, like a percentage of their goods and stuff. So there's some people who aren't even from here that just come to be like, hey, I was just making like a deal with Salvador, you know. It's the only place I could sell this highly illegal like substance, you know, like that kind of thing. And then you get some people who try to like break out the boats from the dock and try to escape. To various degrees. I don't know how you want to handle these people, but there are people who are trying to take what is in the boats, take their things, get the fuck out of here. So
I think with them, I just want to make a note of the names of the ships.
Okay.
The names of the captains. And like, I don't think we're in a position to lock them down because we're battered, bruised, and exhausted. but I
Okay.
will be wanting to take note of that, get a list, and basically, in our own time, deal with them, because most likely they have, people on board.
Okay. Well, I guess what I'll do is let's have like 3 of you who are on this, because you're gonna need checks to be able to make that
Mhm.
plausible, because like this place does not keep very good records, so you guys gotta kind of like
Yeah. Do it ourselves visually.
So-
Yeah.
I'll just get 3 checks from different people on how you're assisting in this situation, I guess.
I have very good perception and a telescope.
Okay.
So I want to be checking and describing the flags, checking and describing any kind of details on their ships.
Yep.
I mean, I could deploy the attack penguin, and he'd probably do a pretty good job at stopping them.
You guys did not destroy the arcane cannons. They are still
that's
up
true.
there.
That's true. We could utilize them to basically force them.
Gigi is aware of how they work from talking to the guy who's chained to it. It does require spell slots, but the power of it is relative to the level of spell slot you use.
Do I have any
Yeah,
spells?
it should be easy enough for me to do.
Yeah, you know what?
It's true, you have lots of spell slots still.
If you want, you could do a warning shot off one of the in front of one of those ships, and then using the megaphone, we could effectively warn them if they try to leave with cargo that would incriminate them as a slaver. They will be destroyed.
Oh,
Or
Get
disabled
to-
so that we can take them down personally. Yeah.
mhm. I'll take the teleportation circle to the arcane
You
tower.
go-
Assuming someone shows me the way, because technically I wasn't there.
Yeah,
for it.
I'm gonna hand wave it that you have someone go with you to use it to the place, because I know you haven't been there. But yeah, I think it's just Mira and Echo in terms of charisma in your party. But
Also, DM, I have a question.
yeah,
Have we found the totally not Ferdinand von Ayer?
have you found totally not Ferdinand von Ayer?
Yes. The mermaid traitor from the council.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm glad you remembered that, because my brain didn't remember that. You're right. He escaped and he went back to. Yeah,
Yep.
actually, he probably would be a part of the people you find imprisoned in the basement. I will also say, for your reference, Echo, your brother-in-law is also among those people in the basement.
Oh, good, because
just
he was
'cause
next.
You weren't there. You weren't there when that happened, but he would have recognized you if you were down there.
Mhm.
So, Loretta's husband.
Yes.
Other than that, it's just like a bunch of mermaids. You might recognize some of them vaguely, but in terms of the ones that are immediately important to you, that's who you see. And yeah, Ferdinand von Ayer is among the people in prison down below. Although he doesn't seem very happy to see you guys when you show up. So
I probably would have left his cage unlockpicked.
Oh no.
I mean, he was the traitor, right?
He is.
tank, so
Yeah.
it's a little harder for him
Oh,
to
the
get
tank.
out
That's
anyway.
true. That's true.
So it really fires the guy. Echo does the interrogate.
Mhm. Yeah.
Well, the main thing is, see, we can send him back to be tried by the Empress.
Probably a good idea. He's not of this island, therefore. Jurisdiction-wise, he should be handed to the merfolk. Let's check. I mean, we could just have somebody be a spotter for Irali. But if I'm giving guidance, then I need to be here.
I'm also okay with a rally using an Arcana check for the purposes of the cannon shots and how effective they are at illustrating intent.
Mm.
That's true. Yeah, yeah. I can help Irali. If Mira, you could guide Echo through the process.
Yep. Let me do an Arcana.
I will do.
People give me their checks, their bonuses. Let me know what you got.
Have a guidance
On the
for
roll it.
Irali. Sorry, go
How
on.
am I rolling?
Intimidation
Oh, okay.
to basically, in conjunction with a arcane cannon shot to try and keep those ships that are trying to escape.
So, to be clear, and I was gonna say this before, you guys in total your skill checks need to hit 60. So far, Arali's covered half of that. So,
And I'm straight rolling, yeah.
With the guidance.
unless someone's assisting you in some capacity,
Yeah.
okay.
With the guidance, so that's a D4 as well.
There was a guidance on Irali as well, by the way.
So 16 and 32.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 21.
Yeah,
That's
I'll
technically-
just.
You're gonna flash a genius too? Is that what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously.
So what? That's 31 plus 15 plus 1 plus another 5
uh,
plus 1 from Tomas. I need that last skill check, which is Tomas's there, the 21. Yeah, you guys
Nice.
definitely.
Yeah, my flash range is +4, so that just makes a flat 34 already.
All right,
34
there you
already.
go.
Well, we're currently at 73, so what's the last skill that's getting rolled?
no, it was just the three.
No, they all
skills.
rolled.
Oh, okay.
They all
Yeah,
rolled.
yeah.
Yeah, we're good. We're at So in tandem, Tomas is using his keen eyes to call out where the locations are as someone's writing down any of the ships that need to be noted. We got a rally with the arcane cannon, and even Tomas is like, man, I thought I was a sniper, but
It's like,
The
oh, there's
rally
a
over here
button
with-
for it. Oh, there's a
the
button
rally
for
with the
that too.
arcane cannon. And Echo announcing to the folk, if they don't turn their I don't know if you have anything specific you want to say or if I should just generalize it, but
Just generalize it.
Mhm.
okay. You turn your boats around or you'll find out what's waiting for you on the other side. And I think in tandem, obviously, this is enough to deter them. But if that wasn't enough, on the opposite side of the cove, there is still the boats of Devil Smile's small armada and the other people who've come to help that are still doing a battle outside of the cove with the other ships. So you watch as the ships all do a last ditch attempt to turn around. One ship breaks away from the pack to be like, I can make it, and then they get shot down by one of Devil Smile's boats. And the rest of them are like, yeah, let's get the fuck back to port and go swear allegiance, I guess.
Yeah, that was quite effective.
But yeah, they come back. I guess as a group, you guys kind of do whatever you need to do to lock this shit down.
Mhm.
I will note, there's a lot of people here, and you only have so much room in your basement.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. If they swear allegiance to us, they can go about their lives as normal. I have no intention of putting the people who have lived on this island for a long time and have suffered at the hands of Salvador in chains. You can go about your businesses as normal. There will be some order to things going forward. I have no intention, like I said, of putting anyone in chains. That's not what we do here.
There will be formal, like, actual one-on-one whatevers with these people, but for now, they kind of, like, swear themselves over to you and kind of leave their boats in your hands. If they had any kind of slaves, they're just kind of like, how did that get there? And like, but eventually you kind of like obtain any of the people that were like in shackles and are able to free them. It's a long ass night.
Yeah.
Like, you guys already were exhausted, and it's like, can I go to bed? But there's just so much to do.
Thomas is used to not sleeping, so he's doing okay.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, Mira. You've
we'll-
never seen it this bad.
We'll have to start anew in the morning.
She'll try and salvage what she can from what little is there and make new records, but it's gonna take time.
I like how the one bright spot is you'll find like, wait, some person actually had paperwork near the end. Wait, no, it's all lies. It's all fake paperwork. Who would do this to me?
Yeah,
What
it's like,
monster
Not
would
only-
be a glimmer of hope?
actual records. Wait a second, this is forged and false.
Not only is it official, like the official paperwork that actually looks good, absolute garbage. Most of it is also burned.
Yeah. Well, you know, down with one regime, up with another. Sort of unexplainable fire.
Yeah. You can tell me otherwise, but I'm going with the assumption that you guys are doing this the whole last night, and you probably don't get to bed, and you guys are like awake at the crack of dawn when like the bleariness of like the way that this place is you're kind of have like a cave overhang, so it's still like dark in the actual vicinity. But then you just see the sun rising from like the big ass opening of it where like the entrance is, as it like kind of like spills in, and it's just like the first sight of morning. You finally see the like chaos and destruction that this place has gone through.
Oof. Well, plenty more work to do. Tomas has fully dragged out various bits of furniture onto like the front lawn to do this outside.
Yeah. You guys are out there, and you start to see that like the ship battle that was going on outside has kind of like petered off. They haven't come into like your port yet. But you see as like a formation is starting to form outside, as like the Devil Smiles group is kind of like setting up in their like V shape or whatever. You see a smaller ship start to approach into the cove cautiously, and it's a familiar ship, as the good old reliable Scallywags Gambit starts to chug its way towards the inner cove.
That's quite a nice sight, honestly.
And as it starts to pull in, there's a bit of a shuffling noise and a larger siren goes off. And as something seems to launch from the distance towards the massive ships. And you watch as like a giant energy mass hits the water right near where the Scallywag's Gambit is starting to pull into the thing. You watch as it hits the water and there's just like a of fire and brimstone. The Scallywag's Gambit ship is hit in the back, and then the wave of the impact rushes the ship forward towards the dock as you watch as it crashes into the docks nearby. And you hear sounds as if cannon fire is going off in the distance.
Oh my god. Is it the Imperials?
I immediately start running towards the docks as
Yeah.
fast as I can.
Same.
Yeah.
You all are tired. You can all roll me a Constitution saving throw. If you beat a 10, then you do not have a point of exhaustion. But if you do not, then you are exhausted as fuck.
All right, everybody. I hope y'all all don't need me. It's Echo. We know how she is with con checks.
We'll
Not
see.
that high a check. You'll be fine.
Is it ability or a saving throw?
Saving throw.
Okay.
Mira, you are not exhausted.
Nice.
Doan, you are not exhausted. Echo,
Violent
you are not
endanger's
exhausted.
all I needed.
Rally is exhausted. Keep in mind, you have a point of exhaustion doesn't mean you can't do things. It just means that you have a point of exhaustion.
It's so funny. I had to literally roll a 5 and I failed it.
So,
It happens. Who else? I need one from Dobin or Dvorak. I mean, 20.
Yeah, fucking I'll Flash of Genius it.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. GG.
Lilith's waiting for something, but I can ask him
Gotcha.
to come up and roll it real quick.
Have we had a long rest, Katie, or...
No,
Okay.
you guys have been up all night.
I have no idea
I will
what I can
say,
do.
do we, I assume we don't even get a short rest either, because we've been busy the entire night. Or do we?
I mean, I would allow a short rest just based on the amount of time it was, but you didn't get any sleep. So if there was a time frame where you got to sit, that's okay. So if you have any short rest things, you get those. But
Okay.
Okay, because that gives me key stuff I can play around with if need be.
I had my
hit
sight
dice too, I
levels.
guess. Spend. I don't think HP is going to be a matter, but I'll spend hit dice to also heal up too. How far am I down? 26. I'll just do 22 because I know I have at least 4 hit dice. So. All right. Well, I get there first, but my priority is going to be like, do I see the Beastmaster's crew? How is the ship doing? I will head out there as quickly as possible if there's like to check on people.
so yeah, this is the Scallywag's Gambit. The entire back portion of it where like the captain's wheel was gone. There's like a big gaping hole. You can kind of like see into where your quarters used to be, and they're all like messed up. Good job, GG. You get there, and there's a lot of rubble. Can you give me a perception check, Doman? With the 21, you get to the ship and you find Clement like dangling from a rope off the edge of the ship. And you hear some noises of some people maybe buried deeper into the bow of the ship.
I'm back. Not good.
The rest of you arrive as Doman has heard these things. Slippers of Astral Self. Visage of Astral. Oh, like the yeah.
Is anyone in the water?
We'll yell out to 60 feet. Call out where you're at. Between why don't you also give me a perception check, Echo? You might see something. You're not sure what it is though, or who it is, or
Echo, check the water.
Yeah, I'm going.
okay.
Um,
Basically, you hear shouts from below deck. You hear what sounds like, if you recall, they have a tabaxi named, I believe it's Mia. You hear her, and then you also hear Drask, who was in the captain's quarter at the time, but was able to like leap quickly enough. Echo, you jump into the water and you swim out, and that little tiny speck that you saw as you get closer, you see an unconscious Deidre floating in the water.
Oh, I get her up.
You grab her. She is knocked the fuck out. She has like a gash on the side of her head that's bleeding. And has a bit of like burn, nothing super serious, but enough that like she was closest to the impact of the explosion from what you can tell.
Okay. As I'm swimming her up, I will oh god, but I might need. No, I don't know. Yeah, I'm using my lay on hands.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You watch as her kind of like cough up a ton of water. Oh, Echo.
Was
Where?
was there anyone near you? When
I was navigating the ship and with Clement, and I think it was just what happened.
we haven't worked it out yet. Okay.
I'm gonna climb the nearest tower to have a look at what's happening.
Let's get you to shore.
Yeah.
I will try to get. Since both Drask and Mia called out, I'm going to assume that Drask is the most likely to be okay. Because he seems like he's very powerful. And
Of
also, if
them,
he's stuck, that's probably also gonna take Dvorak to get him out. So I'll try to get to Mia and help her out if I can.
Okay. Yeah, you find Mia. She's had some cargo roll on top of her, so she's kind of like taking on water and like it keeps like coughing and trying to keep her head above the water that's like flooding into the hull. No,
we know they don't have Violet on board.
Okay.
Violet's
Oh, sorry.
back in the flying menagerie
Okay.
with Anton and yeah. These were as far as you're aware, these are the people. I will say though, something you will notice is Crandor is nowhere to be found.
No.
He may have been deployed in the fights earlier. Or is now living in the ocean. Probably a bit of both.
Problems for later.
Yeah.
Save for now.
Yep.
And I think I would mention it now because they did bring Crandor with them, but they're not
Yeah.
there anymore. So
That would have made this rescue operation way more complex. Suddenly there's an angry drug crocodile.
An angry drunk crocodile I can't go near.
for Mia, I will need a strength check to help get her out of her imprisonment of debris.
All right. Let's see if I can do that. Strength.
It's
could be better.
she's kind of lodged in there. They had some cargo down here, and as much as she's trying to claw her way out, it's not doing it with in tandem with your flippers.
All right. Well, I don't think I have anything, so I'll probably just call out for Dvorak then, because I don't think I got anything else to help here, really. I mean, I guess I could punch her and push her out of it, but I don't think that's meant to work that way.
I'm here to help.
Dvorak comes inside, clears the debris away, free her from it. She kind of hisses when she tries to put weight on her ankle. What the hell is going on? Drask!
Shut up. You go into the doctor. Dvorak, I think you can get him out. Because I may not have been able to free her from this stuff, but because mechanically it's not tied to strength score really, I am going to be able to drag her quickest to GG.
Okay. And you guys in tandem bring Mia to Gigi. Clement's easy enough to get down if you just want to cut him down. But he seems to have had a lot of blood rush to his head and he's really like woozy and kind of out of it. Drask finally like emerges of his own accord. And he's like, "Where's my crew?" As he's starting to like for Mia. Okay. You put basically you're able to mend any of her surface wounds and give her back some HP. It does seem like her ankle is at least sprained, if not broken. So it looks like at this point she kind of needs to just be off of it. So understood. Go to shore next. Clement finally clears up in his head. He's like, "Oh, Gigi. Wait. We were over there, and now we're here."
I want to know. Where's the king of land?
Does he look like he's in danger?
He doesn't look like he's in danger, just really like discombobulated, like in shock more than anything. Echo, you were able to bring Deidre to shore. And Drask joins you with the rest of his crew there. Stuffs a candy in his mouth. Go to shore next.
What's Deidre say?
So Deidre has a head wound that's been bleeding. She's a bit concussed, and then she's definitely got some surface burns from being the closest to the explosion. So, okay, level 3. Gigi's like, I never get to use my healing spells on my party, so I'm gonna use them all right now. Yeah. You watch as like a lot of the wounds knit together, and Deidre seems to kind of recenter herself a bit as the bleeding stops from her head wound that gets wrapped. Drask looks to the cove entrance. What the bloody blazes is going on out there? I thought we figured this shit out.
So did we.
Welcome back. You hear as more cannon fire goes off, and it looks like the ships that the Devil Smiles going has now gone into battle formation and seems to be pulling further away from the cove to engage with a force that you cannot see from your angle.
I'm trying to find any kind of angle to have a look. I'm like climbing the mountains around. I'm just trying to get eyes on what's happening.
You get up to basically the arcane cannons,
Yeah,
kind of like the biggest lookout points, and so you get to one of those, and as you do, you can see that force of Imperial ships that you had been a little concerned about seems to have engaged directly with the Devil's Smile. The ship that you guys sent as a decoy, which housed Debonair, nowhere to be seen.
Damn.
But it appears that the force has now come towards them, and what was once 3 ships has now grown in size. You're not quite sure how these got here so quickly, but the force has gone up to about 8 or 9 ships, and there seems to be one housing a weapon of some kind. You think it's probably what was capable of firing at the Scallywag's Gambit the way it did.
Okay. Any way that the arcane cannon can get line of sight on that ship?
So that ship in question is quite far away.
Right.
If you want to hit something that far away, you're gonna need a pretty high level spell slot to do so. I don't know if you have that at your, maybe with a rally, but I actually don't know what levels a rally has in spell slots. But
Artificers are half casters.
Yeah.
okay, so they have like 3rd level. I don't know what you guys are at right now. I think you just hit like 5th or 6th right now. So.
Yeah,
So-
I have 3rd level, and
Okay.
Well, if we want, we could try to support the Devil Smiles, like, engage fleets to try and force a retreat. We've got 2 towers.
What spell slots and sorcery points does Mira have? Is it just a 3rd level? Because you used all your 1st levels too, right, Jade?
I used all my 1st, I used all my 2nd, I used my 5th and my 4th. I have 2/3 left.
And spell points.
For sorcery points, I believe I had 5 left. So I think I could get a 4th level back. Hold on.
You could trade in your 3rd levels, and then get the biggest one back.
Yeah, 'cause
True.
you can go up to 5th level, and I think if you do turn in both 3rds, that would put you up to 11, which should be enough for that.
Yeah, it would be.
I don't need that many, because getting a fifth level back only costs 7 sorcery points. I have 5.
In that
So,
case, you can.
If
yeah,
I
you can-
sack a third level, I believe that gives me 5 back. I can't remember.
No, you only get the level back in points.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Oh,
So
well,
that you
yeah,
can't. It doesn't.
That's enough then. So if I sack one of my thirds
Mhm.
and then up that to 8, then I should get the 5th back. Yeah, that works. 2, 3. And then spend
That's the highest we
7.
have access to.
it
So
is. Yeah,
Yeah.
might as well give it a go.
Okay. Yeah, I got a 5th level back. Right, okay, good. I'm at 1 sorcery point.
So with the 5th level spell slot, you will have enough distance to be able to target one ship
Mhm.
with your arcane cannon. You want to target the one that has the weapon in question.
Yep.
It has the longest range and can threaten us on the island, as well as
Okay.
cause a lot of chaos in the fleet.
I don't know if
say-
Spell Sniper helps with this or not, but
I think here's what I'll do. Make me a spell attack roll, and you can roll with advantage because you have spell sniper, Mira.
okay, that works for me.
I catch bless.
I'm nowhere near this right now because I'm at the dock.
You're at the dock. Me and Mira went up. Yeah.
22. What does Bless do?
D4.
D4.
Oh, D4. Yay! 23. I'll take
23.
it.
Okay. You commune with this device for the first time, Mira, and you put your energy into it, and you watch, those of you that are on the dock, watch as this like divine energy blast unleashes itself from this cannon. When O'Reilly shot it, it was more of like a scientific, like almost like electrical kind of vibe of energy that shot from it, but Mira's is like pure sunlight. As it like leashes forth, and you watch as like the ship towards the back of the armada gets lasered through the center of the mass, and you watch as the thing that's in it seems to have some kind of chain reaction as the entire ship engulfs in flames. You watch as like the entire battle seems to kind of like shift at that moment as like this entity that was threatening your people suddenly realizes that the tool it had at its disposal has vanished, and it looks like a
And-
retreat. A retreat has
okay, that's good
sounded.
then.
You sunk my battleship. Yes.
I think that's a good display of power. Good
Just
work.
Godzilla laser across the battlefield.
And I think they'll know that you now live on this island.
It's okay, they don't know we only have one shot at that.
That's also very true.
They don't know that.
Yeah, I mean, I
Maybe
could
you
be
guys
like,
had
oh,
good
yeah,
sleep.
let me follow up with my level 2 spell.
Oh, see, this is great. Now Mira's bounty gets to go up too.
Yeah.
I was worried that we'd all catch up with her, but no, it should be all across the board now.
Unless we just hung the guy who is desperately after her.
That'd be nice.
I mean, we haven't because that's not narratively satisfying, but
He's not the leader of the fleet. He's like the secret service
You guys
or
are aware
something.
that Kruger is the one leading
Kruger,
this
yeah.
charge.
Well, we might have just dealt with him a little bit.
Yeah, he might just randomly decided to go by for a visit. We don't know.
You watch as it seems like they have disengaged. But
As they fucking should. They don't know if another one's coming.
you honestly, Mira, if you weren't tired already, you're fucking exhausted now. Like,
Yeah, no, I have one spell slot left that's a 3rd level. So they better not push it, because I will use it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I am tired.
you're tired. You at the dock, you're able to say like none of the people that were on the Scallywags Gambit are in any like dire straits per se. They're injured. The boat, on the other hand, has seen many better days. As like you watch as the back half of the Scallywags Gambit in the distance has descent for all the way in the water, and the front half is starting to sink as well.
Hopefully that'll be an end to hostilities for the time being. I think we should go down to the rest of them and help them out.
Oh no, Katie, don't do Going Merry. That scene was so sad. I know I gave up watching One Piece after a while, but that scene, oh, don't do it to me.
Did everyone make
And
it
we
out?
play a montage sequence of all the good times you had with the Scallywags Gambit. No.
In the arms of an angel.
We play a montage of all the good times we have with Scallywags Gambit. It's just like 2 scenes and then it's done.
Bent is there for like 2 seconds. Pragmatic as always, GG.
Listen, I was never on that ship.
Why-
It's
why do
true.
you- Why do you hear like a
GG
prayer?
and Arali have no context for that ship.
Yes.
You literally picked me up on land and
I
then
know,
went
I
to the
know,
new ship.
I know. What was it, Sam?
Why do I hear like a prayer?
I know, you're the one who playing the instrument.
Like, I'm very tired.
As the day progresses, you watch as it seems like the Devil's Smile has a group of ships that are serving as the frontline force in case like they decide to come back. But the main body of it splinters back into port of your newly acquired base, with hers docking first.
Here we go, everyone. Best behavior. And all that shite.
Devil Smile descends from the gangplank. At this point, I will say that you have reconvened at one point with like the Captain Van Dread and his crew. The reason why the other they were able to take on the other arcane cannon in terms of like removing the force that was occupying it and kind of like clearing out some of the places. And they eventually started helping you with like dealing with all the different pirates that were trying to flee and stuff. So you had some assistance with that because you kind of need manpower for that kind of endeavor.
Yeah, we do.
So they have shown up at this point. Everyone is here, with the exception of the few ships. You'll notice that it appears that Debonair's ship never made it. We don't really know what has happened with them, but they went on a mission and they never returned. Is kind of what you're told.
Damn.
The merfolk have not been in communication with you as of yet, but Devil Smile descends from the ship. Well then, it appears that there was great success on this day.
Yeah, you can say that again. Salvador challenged us to a fair fight, and turns out it wasn't a fair fight.
Shocking.
Well, no, because we were better than he expected, so it wasn't fair for him. He didn't try to. Whatever.
Dear, you're not very verbose at the best of times. You seem to have not slept a wink in
This
however
place
many hours.
is a mess, and there's a lot to organize.
We'll get it sorted soon. Thank you for your aid and your continued support.
I believe at this point we have reached a consensus with our previous deal, other than the return of your wife, of course,
And child.
and child. She's like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever.
I think so, but
I'm sure this will be the start of a long-term relationship with us.
mm,
You have not run a place like this before. You're going to need resources.
suppose we should discuss trade deals then.
One among many other things.
Mhm.
But for now, my people need rest. I assume we have safe harbor here,
You have safe harbor here.
Captain.
Mhm. Yeah, of course you have safe harbor here. It's the least we can offer, considering your sacrifices for this endeavor.
She'll turn to Echo and be like, I'm sure that you and your people will have many dealings, but I think that at the very least, the initial deal has been fulfilled as far as you're concerned.
Aye.
Wonderful. I look forward to more dealings between us and your people as well. Watcher in waiting. And she'll do a little nod.
Well,
And to
plenty-
the rest of the Rogues Masquerade, I thank you for your endeavors here, and I look forward to working with you all in any capacity that may involve.
Nothing. Yeah.
No, do it, Gigi. Go. Ask her on a date again. This is the time. No, I'm kidding. Although that would be a really impressive move. But
Yeah, sure, that's a word for it.
Well, if that's all, then. She kind of like signals to her crew, and I mean, Devil Smiles people are a pretty well-oiled machine. It's kind of like night and day between her people and Salvador's. They kind of work for her through loyalty, though how that loyalty is enforced is well
Mhm. Mhm.
a few different ways. But these people seem more like it's not
Actually
like,
loyal.
oh, he's dead, let's get the fuck out of here. It's like,
Yeah.
let's avenge her, you know? Like
Mhm. Nothing to aspire to, I suppose.
We have plenty of time.
Yeah. I think it would be wise for us to get some rest at this point. We can continue working when we wake up in the evening.
That we can, Cap.
Well done, everyone. Proud of your actions. Let's continue to make the world a better place.
Amen to that.
After we sleep and get our allies to somewhere where they can rest well and recover.
Alright. Anyone else has any injuries, let me know.
It might be a good idea to set up a triage center at some
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, I
For
can help you
now.
with that, TT.
For now, I'm going to go and send a message to my wife and then pass out.
Yes, I
Sounds
think
like
it
a
is
good plan.
in Abazra's interest to sleep for the night.
All right. You all get some rest.
Everyone click the buttons. Everyone get a long rest. Everyone get it before she says anything else.
You guys have a long rest. You guys hit level 10. It will not be relevant to the session, but that is a thing that happens. So
Tomas wakes up and goes, I have a keen mind all of a sudden.
I suddenly have eidetic memory.
Huh.
it would have been useful yesterday when I was trying to memorize those ships.
I am now very knowledgeable in religion for once. Hooray!
I punched
Oh
someone
no, my
5
stealth
times.
training. My stealth training is disappearing. No, come back. Oh no.
Okay, I'm just quickly.
Punch someone's 5 times in 6 seconds.
8. I just have to alter these things. Okay, perfect.
Maybe it's
Okay.
not my place to ask about this,
Mhm.
but is there any scene that takes place between you and Bubbles involving a very satiated sword?
Mm.
Because I'm
So-
really curious when we get more of that.
Very good point.
That is fair, and I did say it would be upon level up. Okay. Why would you invoke the dark magic? The dark magic of check Skype? No.
You fed her not Jed, not Ruger, and the boss of, I mean, this arc, but also kind of the campaign so far.
Yeah.
All right.
That's true. Katie doesn't know what Teams is.
She ate very well.
Oh my god, that's right.
It's Rainbow Teams now.
Skype? You can't no longer say that.
No, we can say it. In memoriam.
Actually, when I say check Skype, what I mean is you just check your DMs with Sam because she is now Skype.
Quickly,
So
Sam,
you want me-
send something
you want-
horrific.
Okay, sure. Give me a sec. Where's Bubs? There's Bubs. Okay.
Just sends you a bunch of pictures of kittens. Oh no!
There. I sent Bubs something horrific.
Is it the term
no.
something horrific?
No, it's like big booms.
That keeps coming up.
It's long Furby.
Boom! Boom! Boom!
It was it. We were watching the new Game Changer and it was on there. They fucking referenced it. I can't escape the Costco guys. I hate it.
That wasn't the Costco guys.
What? Yeah, it was.
It wasn't them, it was the big booms.
Yeah, which is what the Costco guys do.
I know.
Mr. Dvorak? Are you awake? I don't know, you tell me. Might have been laying down, but maybe you're not asleep yet. We could say. We slayed so much evil today. feel like I can see so much more now. We still haven't found your foes, but I think I can see all of them now. One is close. I don't know how to specify this in distance, but she kind of gives you a distance that implies it's like somewhere in like the bay or close by. I've never felt this one before today. But something about your fury and rage. It's almost like I know what you know now. I'm so full, but I could always get dessert. As you were getting ready to rest, I think it all started to connect. Yay, let's slay evil. Goes to Tomas's door.
Okay, yeah. The most groggy you've seen him opens the door. Hello? Vorak. What is it, friend?
Ivrak's eyes are glowing gold right now, by the way.
I don't know how I missed that. Come in. See. They're close. Do you know if he's moving away or if he's... Do we act now or...
Uh, currently there is no movement. It has not changed since you last checked, I should say.
Right. Plus, I look up at him. How ready does he seem? Is he like armored and clothed, weapon ready? Well, I guess we can do what many wolves have done in the past and start their reign with a hunt. You can go now. A little wary about the sword. No reason, totally not, because Jed got eaten by it. Not Jed. If this is what you need to do, then I am with you. We can see who else is available if you want, or if you just need this now. We can go. I'll start to don my armor. Grab my weapons.
Mhm.
That's fair. That's fair. I have a little bit of magic left in case we need it. Shall we have a hunt?
You guys head out?
It's control. Brutal. Love it. Yeah?
Okay. Tomas, Dvorak, you head out. The sword leads you towards the docks. And as you arrive there, the sword seems to bring you towards a submarine. The one that you had gifted Devil's Smile. Well, she paid you for it, but...
Now that's curious.
What would you like to do?
I could be quiet and investigate ahead. Or we could just, like old times, rush into it. With ne'er a plan in the world. I like to think so. Yeah, I'll approach it stealthily from an angle where I can get onto it and have a look through any of the port glass to see the interior.
Okay. You gaze inside, Tomas. And you see someone who is at this point been tied up, who does indeed have chains woven into his beard. But what you also see is the familiar red complexion of your former captain.
Kind of just give a silent signal to Dvorak to approach. And then I'll slink around to join him. I think he'll be pleasantly surprised. Ain't it such? Is that to do what's not?
What would you like to do?
A bit of a family reunion, huh? It's okay. Yeah, it is. Take a breath. No need to rush.
Hey, Mr. Dvorak, let's go slay evil. Sure.
That's fair.
What are you insight checking or vibing?
Mhm.
Is this a trap? I see. Sure, give me an insight check. The setup with the sub actually does not appear to be a trap to you. In fact, if you recall, Icebrand did inform you guys that he had found Chainbeard.
Mhm.
So whether or not you thought Icebrand would be here, him being with Chainbeard is not as strange of a coincidence now that you think about it some more. That said, only you can really tell me how much is Dvorak's emotion, but regardless of whatever intent you have, you're starting to get the impression that any feeling of like revenge is just reinforced by the sword at this point. Almost like it's a depth touch, but you're starting to feel the driving hand of it a little bit in your actions. Now, whether you welcome that willingly or not, that's up to you, but
In... It's interesting that Icebrand has not done anything to contact us about this, but perhaps he was waiting for a moment. As if regardless, we need to confront the situation. For your own sake. Perhaps Icebrand can provide an explanation for us. Not in my wheelhouse at the moment, I'm afraid. I only have sending stones on me for communicating with Mary, and I used my charged one in the Iron Stone earlier. I could go in first and ask. Because I don't know how you would be able to hold yourself from not just acting once you're in there. I appreciate that, but I believe at this point we're all going to be in danger. If we're going together, we'd both be ready for action if something happens, but I think we should just step into this and hear Icebrand out, and if anything feels fishy, we bounce as quickly as we can. keep each other's backs safe, you know. Okay. I think that means we open the hatch to the submarine.
Before we go in, can't detect the presence of any other Oath target, can she? Not nearby. Like, she can always detect Heist, but Heist is very far away.
Yep.
Okay. Icebrand, you listen as the hatch above starts to open.
I'm gonna approach, assuming it's Devil Smile to finally do the handoff.
Mhm. You approach and you see a sight for sore eyes as your two former first mate and bosun descend the ladder.
Well, that's not what I was expecting, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Hello, it's been a while.
Yeah, it has, Captain.
Oh, please don't be so formal. You are the proper captain now, and you do a much better job at it than I ever could.
Mm-hmm. So, why are you here?
Currently, I am here to hand over Jane Bear to Devil Smile.
Ah, very good question.
Well, she has a bounty out at moment for whoever has information on possible involvement with
The Imperials.
Salvador and the Imperials, and well, probably not as necessary anymore considering your recent excellent work, but you know, it still might be
Hmm.
helpful to my current state of affairs.
The man in question in the background is gagged at this point. It's just going.
Hmm. Complicates things a wee bit.
Dvorak, you hear Olivia sing in the back of your mind as it starts pulsing in your hand that you're this close.
Yes. I can definitely remember. As far as I'm aware, I didn't find you in the worst of it, but it's certainly not a. Oh. He still has useful information, so if we can get it out of him, that would be useful, but
It's the information we've been looking for. Chainbeard must die.
it is not personally within my ideals, but I have no real dog in this fight.
We need a moment to. Dvorak.
Dvorak, Chainbeard is big for a dwarf, a big man, but you've never seen him look smaller. As he starts to curl in on himself, as it seems to dawn on him as if he can finally. It took this long, which is infuriating, but he finally seems to recognize who you are. He seems to be trying to take his gag off, but is being very unsuccessful of it. Just looks you in the eye, terrified. Icebrand into mass, you see, like, almost as if, like, the edges of Dvorak's fur start to stand on end, almost.
Tomas is just quietly to himself mutters, I just conquered this island to help one of my crew. I cannot stop Dvorak. It would make me the most hypocritical person. It's a bad play, but yeah. I look to Icebrand and I say, we'll find more information that links them.
I highly doubt that's gonna work out, but we'll see. I've done my part of the job, so anything else that comes of this comes to Devil's Smile. I'm taking my hands clear of this one.
I'll take responsibility.
Chainbeard stares directly at you in complete fear. He trembles before you and has shrunk. Impressive. You hear Olivia go, "Why?"
Yeah, that seems like the better choice.
Aww.
I'm gonna give him a pat on the shoulder.
Yeah. I just place my hand on his back and I just let him do his thing.
I'm not exactly the most supportive figure around, but if you ever need anything, let me know.
Mm.
You hear the most like high pitch moan as Chainbeard just kind of like passes out in fear.
Well, that was better than expected. How have you two been?
You're a good man, Dvorak. I turned to Icebrand. It's been a lot.
Pardon?
It's been a lot.
Oh, I heard your nod. It's like, damn,
No.
that's rude.
I think we need to get out of line of sight of this pathetic pirate. I point to Chainbeard, not to Icebrand.
Yeah. I completely understandable.
Why don't we have a drink with our old Captain Dvorak?
Well, it's been a while since it's been just the three of us.
on, brother. Don't waste your time on him. I think that is a very reasonable stance to take.
I'm sure I can work something out with Devil Smell, but we don't know what he knows, so hopefully he gives it nicely. Might be only so much we can figure out.
I think it might be a part of the negotiation we make with the Devil's Smile.
Yes.
You're a strong man, deserves a strong drink. Let's enjoy our time. No more thoughts to that wicked man. Took too much of your life already. Let's move on. You are no fool. I would never place a fool as my first mate. Hmm.
Considering the choice you just took, I think you're doing quite good on the full allegations.
He has been an excellent first mate.
Oh, yes, obviously.
So are you like a spy or something?
Or something.
Great.
I mean, like, 4 layers of spy. It's complete nonsense. I don't know how I keep getting away with it.
Yeah, I'm leading him to like the nearest tavern. Actually, lock up the submarine fully first, just in case.
I'll say that like some of Devil's Smile people come to check out what's going on eventually, and they'll like kind of take over the watching over him, though he's unconscious, so I don't think he's gonna struggle too much anyway. But
Yeah, Asper's just gonna go with you. It doesn't seem like he gives a shit.
Warwick will take their names. Okay.
You don't be wanting me to add you to my list, do you?
I will note, Dvorak, after you refused to kill a Chainbeard, you felt Olivia kind of pull away from you a little bit, but we're gonna kind of leave that at that for now.
I haven't slept in 36 hours. Let's get drunk.
You did leave it up to fate.
Yeah. Yeah. Brave man.
You all go and get a drink together for the first time in God knows how long. It's been an entire season since the last time you saw Ice Brand in person, I believe.
Yeah.
So, and even then, it was more of like a note left behind
It
prior to
was.
that. So,
Ooh.
you guys get a drink. He's like that actor that only shows up for the finale of each season.
I mean, at this point, kind of.
Yeah.
He's Marsh.
At this point, kind of.
As we kind of pull away from you guys finding a place to get a drink, does anyone else have anything they want to address? Like if there's like a specific scene they want to do before we wrap up the season finale so that I kind of know what we need to fit in right now. We still have some time, so.
Yeah, I think only loose ends I have are for Irale to see, because I do believe one of my siblings was working for Salvador, so I should probably check that out.
That's true. Tabitha was. That's right. I will make a note of that.
Right. I was like, I know I have a sister with him, but like I don't remember the actual character.
Yeah. So Tabitha was actually on one of the ships under freaking, why am I forgetting his name right now? Freaking Black Oak. It was on one of Black Oak's ships originally because she is the one that oversees the like laser beams that are in the water that made the force field to pen the merfolk in. So I will say that do you guys have like something where like you're close together, you can sense each other in your mind, or is it just more like I don't know how I am Legion you are. You tell me.
Like, that's not really how they work. They might have some kind of way of contacting each other when they're near each other, but it's more.
You're more autonomous than that. You're not.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's totally fine. But I guess what I'll say is eventually Tabitha is probably found. She seems more interested in the fact that you have one of her because I believe you guys took the third one, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember what you guys did with it, if you just kept it on your person or if you like did you tie it to the ship or something so you could fire it at people? Like
yes, it's strapped to the ship, the big laser grid thing.
Yeah. Okay, Arali, you'll meet up with Tabitha, and then she's just like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where did you put it?
Somewhere safe.
Arali, I want it back. Where is it?
Yeah, you can have it back. It's mine now.
What do you mean it's yours now? That one was mine. You got the wheel. I get that one.
Now that's fair and understandable, but also, no, that was mine now.
I think you guys proceed to have your version of like a sibling like slap fight almost. Like...
Why are they firing crossbows at each other?
I don't know what that looks like for you guys, but she's like, if it is damaged in any kind of way, I will be very angry.
Now that is understandable and that is entirely fair. It is not damaged, it's doing pretty well.
Well, then I will be going with you.
Yeah,
And then you will tell your captain that we will go retrieve my other two.
I could see what we can do, but I could definitely hold custody meetings.
We will have a long debate about this.
Of course.
Tabitha has taken to following a rally around for the most part, or at least being in the vicinity, in a very, like, I'm not leaving until I get my things. They must be returned to me or I'm staying here. Like, it is one of those two options, so...
The rally seems to not really mind.
Okay, let me scroll up here. You're communicating with Melora about the prophecy. Other than that, researching in the Misty Isles. That'll be more like what you're doing in your 6 months. That's totally fine. You can contact Melora if you want. Your stuff can wait though. Time with my sister, maybe. Maybe seeing someone else can help her open up a little. Trip to the doctor. Yeah, think Gigi. If you want to do that, Echo, you can definitely take Alanta with you to Gigi.
I will do so. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I will take Alana to Gigi.
Okay.
So I won't specify that they're a close friend of mine to her. I would more state that they're like that she's a member. She's a very good physician that travels with us. Kind of deal.
Oh, you're like, she's not necessarily a pirate, is kind of what you're saying?
That, as well as also try and make it seem like, although me and Gigi are close, it's less likely Gigi would, if there's anything she doesn't want me to know, would just immediately tell me.
Understood.
Hmm.
You try to make it out like it's Gigi is a safe space for her.
Yeah, basically.
Understood.
So, Gigi barely slept because
Yes.
I've been setting up a triage tent for all of the injured in the battle.
You've had a lot of people come and go in your area.
I've employed all the kobolds as my assistants.
Here, hairless one.
Most
We must do this for the sake of the chosen one.
Triage!
Yeah,
Triage!
Clement has kind of like is assisting you, and since Clement showed up, the kobolds are now also like very enthused.
I didn't quit. But yes, with Clement's help, I'm trying to get them to like keep an eye on people. If they're bleeding, put something to stop the bleeding that's soft. Until I can get to them.
Yeah, the village chief will be like, use the soft thing.
Stop the bleeding for the chosen one!
But yeah,
It's okay. We have the healing mother with us, and she is very skilled as well.
I've just been thinking tonight's title. But yeah, basically I've just been since early morning healing people that were not caring which side of the battle they were on, just helping everyone who needs it.
Yeah. And then there's Echo, who's how? Oh, this is actually a good question. How is Atlanta at walking?
Better than you might expect.
Right. Okay. Good to know. I'll escort her to Gigi's triage area. I introduce them.
Hello.
Hey,
Can I tell
hi.
just sorry, can I tell just from looking at Echo that this is something that needs privacy or needs special attention?
I have Echo might have told you ahead of time she was doing this.
Okay. I'll Clement.
Yeah, Gigi? Oh, hey, Echo.
Just make
Hey,
sure this guy
Clement.
doesn't bleed out. I'll be right back.
Ah, my spleen!
Oh God!
Kobolds,
You-
assemble! We must prevent him from bleeding out!
You just like turn away from surgery holding his spleen. Oh, yeah, I can worry about this. Tosses it in a bin.
And I'll walk over to the nearby fountain and wash my hands. Hi, nice to meet you. You're
Atlanta.
Atlanta. You can call me Gigi.
I'm fine. I don't need any medical aid.
Okay. Are you refusing medical aids, or are you just saying you don't want it?
I haven't been hurt.
Physically, or mentally, or emotionally?
She kind of like has like several expressions on her face. Gigi, why don't you give me an insight check?
Yeah.
You get the sense that Atlanta's carrying a lot of shame.
Mm-hmm. Would you prefer we speak privately?
Sure.
I'm sorry, Echo. Could you give us just a moment?
Of course.
Thank you.
I go help Clement.
Thank you. Um, how much did Echo speak about me?
You're a doctor.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's fair. Well, I've been helping people for most of my life. Not just physically, but I've been trained to help them heal emotional wounds as well.
I'm fine though. Echo's been fawning over me ever since she found me.
I mean, you can understand why. She wasn't sure you were even alive.
I told her not to come.
If you were in her place, would you not have come for your sister?
Even more shame.
Let's ask a different question. You've both been through a lot. As far as I can tell, Echo never wanted to see this place again. Never wanted to see some of those faces, those pirates again. But she braved it for her people, not just out of duty, because of the responsibility, but out of the love that she has for you and for your people, obviously. And that's not something to blame yourself for.
You don't get anything, do you?
I'm trying to work with what I have, darling. If you want to be
Pretending
more
like you
open-
understand anything that I'm going through right now. You see, like her getting a little huffy about everything.
You think you're the only one that's lost people?
You think this is about losing people?
Go on.
How do you think Salvador made ties with Ferdinand?
Mhm. By manipulating, destroying, causing pain and suffering across the world, using people, innocence.
Sure. Yeah, innocence.
Are you saying you helped him on your own accord because you gleefully wanted to?
At the start.
Okay.
It wasn't supposed to be about the slavery. It just figured we could sell some of your things, get rich.
Okay. Understood. And then you
Echo
realized.
wants to make it like I'm some kind of martyr, but no, I was the reason everything started getting rolling.
Sure. And if he wasn't
So
for you,
it
it'd have
wasn't
been...
worth.
Go
I
on.
just put a mar on this whole situation.
I understand you don't want to be a martyr. Understood. And I can see that you're upset because of how things started. But I'm sure at some point you realized he wasn't the wrong. Did you not?
You could see, like, even though, like, at this point, I think Alanta is technically an adult. Because Echo... I don't remember how old you made Echo, Sam. Did you age her up? Was that what was going on?
We did age her up a bit because to go with the mermaid lifespan, or she's meant to be their equivalent of 18.
Yeah. So then Alantra's like their equivalent of like a mid-20s kind of a person. But she kind of has like that almost like defiant teenager look in her eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you gentle parent me.
You're rather a different kind of parent? Because I can tell
Have you met
just...
my parents?
Is that the kind you prefer?
God, no. Why do you think this all happened?
Yeah, so I'm gonna keep gentle parenting you. And I'm gonna say that no, it's not okay what you did. You made a mistake. Congratulations. Welcome to the real world.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to get away from them so bad. I guess I got my wish.
The point is, it's over now. What's left, if you don't want to be a martyr, is explain it to Echo. What you're feeling, how it started, why it started. You might find more in common than you think. Might not believe it, but I've seen her partying some very repressed feelings away while we traveled together.
I could see her grumble something about a golden child. But doesn't really like. She doesn't like dismiss you out of turn. Just kind of is like.
Pretty sure that's the other sister, right?
Well, I think
I like how a member of the crew takes one of the siblings and like mentors them. Like O'Reilly's been was mentoring Loretta for a while. I don't know, GG's. Atlanta.
I'm just going to trade all my siblings to other people. Now, who am I going to give Tempest to?
My wife, she's a really good merchant.
You know what? That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. She's also quite with it compared to the rest of the party.
So,
Your children feel like the other children are called a child.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think that's kind of accurate to Echo's family in general.
I feel like all of you, by this I mean you and your sisters, have been pushed a lot by your mother to be, can we say perfect? Let's use that word. And it's affected all of you. Not in a good way most of the time. And I feel like the only people that will understand exactly what you're going through is those going through the same thing. Like Echo and the rest of your sisters. And if you want to keep grumbling about them behind their back, I don't mind listening to it. So if you need someone to talk to about that, I can be there.
You can see her let out like a deep sigh. One of those ones where she knows there's like going to be a lot of difficult conversations that she's going to have in the next couple weeks. But she kind of like quietly nods.
Here's what I'm gonna do for you. I'm gonna call Echo. I'm gonna give you 2 years space. And I'm gonna ask her to listen to everything you have to say and not just the first bit. And you'll be able to let everything you want to say out. Okay?
Yeah.
Alright. Now if you'll excuse me, there's a guy without a leg over there that kinda needs my help.
My leg!
We have his leg!
One!
We have the leg! We have the leg! We have the leg! They're holding up a stick.
Yeah.
I'll pat her shoulder.
Guys, you can't do it that way. Wait for Gigi.
I'll pat her shoulder by. Well, I put sitting down. The difference isn't that high, but I am small. And then I'll wave over where Echo. Echo.
Yeah. Alright, I go over.
Your sister would like to talk to you. However, I
Okay.
have 2 doctor's requests for you, please.
Alright.
She has some important stuff to say, but it needs to be all explained. So listen to her till the end. And she's, in my experience as a doctor, fine physically, so please stop treating her like she's made of glass.
Echo will blink.
I'll pat Echo's knee, I guess, and then I'll walk past to the guys, to the triage tent.
Alright. Let's hear this.
Atlantis at this point has her legs propped up and her arms are kind of around them. She kind of stops and restarts her sentence a few times. It's all my fault, Clam. They promised me riches. They promised me a lot of things. They just wanted information. They just wanted a conversation. It was just about pearls. Who the fuck cares about the pearls? I mean... But I guess it got to be bigger than that. And then one day they took you away. And then another day they took me away. It was supposed to just be the pearls. Look, I know I was never the nicest sister. But I wasn't trying to get you... I never wanted... She kind of like pushes her hand up through her hair. I'm sorry you had to come save someone like me.
You weren't the nicest of sisters. But it still doesn't change the fact you are. And that's the thing about working with despots. They say they want one thing. You give them an inch. And they just want more. Did if I'm being completely honest with you, sometimes I suspect that you sent me there to be captured.
No,
You were the one who gave me the job. Hearing you confirm, however, that you did not, is one of the biggest weights of all of this finally taken off.
At those words, you see Atlanta kind of burst into tears.
Sorry, like just go over, sit next to her, and just sort of drop an arm up around.
Oh, I'm so sorry. And she like hugs you.
I know you are. I know you are.
The camera kind of pulls away from that, unless you had anything else you wanted to say.
No, I think that's just the perfect way of ending it.
Okay. And we pull away. We see the camera pan over old friends meeting for drinks once again. As stories are swapped and people catch up over a nice cold beer. Echo is hugging her sister. Gigi is juggling several kobolds as she tends to the wounds of the people of the city, with Clement at her side. I believe Mira has decided to go to bed. I will note that in the morning, Mira, you are going to find a note on your bedside table that has the same symbol you've become familiar with that you associate with Nolan. I will send that to you later.
Yeah. I was waiting for it. Waiting for him to turn up at some point. Motherfucker.
Arali and Tabitha are debating over the possession of the item of the barrier field items. And Doman, have you thought of a zinger you wish to end the season on?
No, I mean, I feel like I actually hit it earlier where it's like, oh, I just like wake up in the morning. I think I forgot. Oh, right. The little fairy I locked up in the desk. Oh, it's empty. Oh, it's on fire. Oh, it says I'm gonna get all of you eventually. I'm sure it's fine.
There's just the words payback scrawled into this old desk as Doman kind of looks around this empty container.
Drop the payment off the cliff!
And as a new day descends, Dvorak, you have finished your bar run with your companions, and as you're leaving with Icebran and Tomas, a bird flies towards you. And the paper in question, much heavier than it usually is. And as it descends into your hands, that's where we will end the session.
Keep us guessing, huh?
Well, I mean, I could tell you things.
Is the headline "The Rise of the Exiled Prince"?
It could be. It might also have some details about new bounties and stuff.
Fuck! I want to know my bounty.
Do I want to keep this secret or do I want to tell you now?
Also, Captain, how much money was in that pile?
1,
You'll
2,
find out
3,
next time.
4.
That-
But
that's
as far as
That's something
Sorry.
Mira needs to figure out. They did not
6,
leave
7,
any fucking paperwork.
8, 9.
So basically what happens is as the newspaper falls in Dvorak's hand, we get the little thing where they play like the ending sequence, and then there's that little scene post-credits.
Yes, post-credit scene. I know it was worth saying the extra 20 minutes.
The paper's open to Dvorak, and you see that the rise of the exile prince Salvador finally slain across the main headlines. As you have a new picture with your bounty of 50,000 gold pieces.
Hey, you guys, you should definitely. We need to run a scam with that. Not bad.
And you start to comb through the rest of them with his attack penguin, whose bounty has gone up to 5,000 gold pieces. The siren, who is now up to 7,500 gold pieces. Dvorak, the charging bull, at 10,000 gold pieces. A new entity in the boat is now Gigi at 2,000 gold
I'll
pieces.
take it.
And in a separate entry, the bounty for Mira in terms of being returned to the Imperials has risen up to 20,000 gold pieces.
Not bad.
Irali is not mentioned. Take that.
Congrats, you're the chopper.
Doman got what? How much? Doman was
He's at 5,000 now.
Yeah.
at 5,000.
Domin was one of the first ones
His
to get
should
one.
be higher, but it was 500 originally. So.
Yeah. Yeah, you personally think he's worth way more than the rest of us because of how he fucks with your characters.
If
Oh,
the
he's just
DM
an
was
attack
putting
penguin.
if the DM was putting a bounty on the characters, it would be very different than the characters in the.
Yes,
I'm honestly surprised Mira's isn't higher, considering you laser beam, but they might not know that.
Yeah, that's the thing. You have to assume what they're attributing it to. It's
As the thing
Yeah,
is,
as
Mirrors
far
is
as-
Mirrors is still like, it's still in the position of being returned. Like they're not listing crimes
Yeah,
she's
like,
done or anything
She's
like
been
that.
kidnapped, and this
Yeah.
is the reward for her return.
We're her kidnappers, quote unquote. Honestly, we could probably, offer an even larger reward and then kill the people who come to try and get her.
It's just like a milk carton would like.
Yes.
We're looking for ice bread. Someone please tell us where we can find him.
Reward 7 silver.
We're more a pat on the head and thanks.
Well, I mean, like Icebread's cover still hasn't been blown, but you have been away a while, so you'll probably want to go check back in with them.
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, but also it really depends on how this goes. Like, look, if I have a good thing going here, I'm gone.
What happened to Icebrand's dragon? I don't know. What happened to Icebrand's dragon? Where's Sildra at? Just hanging out?
Yeah, I assume Sildra is like somewhere I can keep it safe.
Like, I assume you have some kind of base of operations somewhere. All right. Yeah. So, there's going to be, as I said before, 6-month time skip. You guys need to figure out what your characters are doing in that time frame.
Mhm.
Whether that's very low key or you guys want to go have little mini adventures or something, you can figure that out.
Tomas has to build a nation.
I mean, that's going to be a large part of it, I'm sure.
Yeah, Tomas is going to be busy. No
But
matter.
I think what we'll do is for the next slot where Portobello would be, I guess it depends if Lydia's ready or not to do session 0 stuff. If not, then we can just do Bastion building next my slot.
Yeah.
I should be good, but we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll figure it out. That can also just be something we plug in at a time when people aren't feeling like game, but they're kind of like,
Mhm.
we're here, we might as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah,
So,
very fun.
yeah.
Thanks for watching, stream.
Which...
Bye.